Here's some unsettling facts about the loneliest place on Earth. Known as Point Nemo, or Latin for no one, it is the area in the ocean that is furthest from land on all sides. And despite being completely devoid of organic life, this is actually where the mysterious sound the bloop emerged from that scientists believed was a giant organic life form. And what I find most creepy is although it wasn't discovered till the 1990s, in 1928 H.P. Lovecraft said that this area was home to Cthulhu, one of the most disturbing creatures from his novels. If you happen to visit, which no one has yet, the closest people to you would be those in the International Space Station orbiting above.
The dark side of TikTok. Just a fair warning, this video will probably, more than likely, hit the 3-minute mark. What makes this case extremely long isn't so much what happened, but how they're responding to the comments. TikToker Rosita posted a video where she claims wasn't supposed to go viral. However, once you see what the video is, you can understand why it went viral.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
So after that video hit a lot of people's For You page, a lot of people were questioning the video and wanted proof of it just to make sure it was real. And she did provide that proof, but she also made the situation a lot more confusing.
I was on TikTok one day scrolling and those advertisements always pop up about record yourself sleep at night and hear yourself fart or something. So I wanted to do that and I did hear myself snore, but I started hearing this really weird voice whispering in my ear, and it was saying things that hateful things like you're so ugly and I hate you and curse words that I don't want to say. And this happened for 3 days in a row and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a ghost in the house. I thought there was a ghost because my mother-in-law has always been so sweet to me. She still is to this day because like I said, I haven't confronted her. I assumed it was a ghost because if she's so nice to me to my face, why would I assume it was her? So I put a camera in the room and I didn't see anything for the first couple of days, if it's magically stopped. But then one random night I seen her coming into my room and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe she's looking for something because she got off of work late that day. No, she started hovering over me and I didn't have the app on, so I didn't hear what she was saying that night, but you could see her hovering over me.
Here, I am sleeping in the first video. Here is the second video, and you can see my arm on the right.
Now, after an event like that, you would assume she's taking the situation extremely serious and would even consider calling the cops, right?
I don't want to tell on her or anything because like I said, she already just barely got out of prison and I'm not that type of person because maybe she's just feeling some type of way. Oh, and some of you are like, why won't you tell your boyfriend? I don't want to tell my boyfriend just because he is kind of mean and I'm pretty sure he would kick her out. Honestly, it's not like anything's gonna happen. If it does, then it's probably meant to be.
What humans would look like living on different planets. Part 1. Mars. Living on Mars, we'd see a lot less sun. We'd also be exposed to a ton of radiation, due to the fact that there's no protective magnetic field, due to Mars's extremely thin atmosphere. We'd also look a lot taller. Also, due to the poor gravity, we'd have a lot bigger eyes, to better perceive the faraway sun.
Big warning. I am a living warning, but there is a dangerous sector on Gorilla Tech at the moment going around this.
If you see red, pink, yellow gorilla on the top of a tree stump, leave the lobby immediately.
This is creepy.
If you do not leave the lobby and you see that gorilla, do not make eye contact.
You're seeing this, right? You're seeing this shit, right?
Distorted screeching sound.
No, go shush! Go shush!
Reported that this sound will cause nausea, hearing loss.
Oh my god! Look at the top! Look at the top! Look at the top! Look at the top! Oh no no no! Oh no no! Oh my days! Oh. Oh!
There's a dangerous head going towards this
Bro, look at the top of the tree trunk. Look at the top.
I've seen. On the top of the tree stump, leave the lobby immediately.
Look at the top of the tree stump.
If you do not leave the lobby and you see that gorilla, do not make eye contact, because then the gorilla
Alright.
will make.
This is an abandoned aquarium. A pair of urban explorers took this eerie footage when they broke into an unnamed aquarium in Spain. They found a decomposed squid and octopus inside shattered glass jars. They also found starfish that didn't decay like the other animals. The most appalling find was the remains of a reef shark inside a broken display case. The shark was likely treated beforehand, which gave it a zombie-like appearance when it started to finally decay.
WTF did we just find?
Let's go.
Homerica Margica Magiga Lasiga Bartiga.
My Twizzy gon' lose it, pull out the little Uzi, make it sound like
Or what?
What is the scariest story you know that is 100% true? An acquaintance of mine sent his son to triathlon camp in Texas. A week later his son came back from camp. The next day the son was complaining of a headache. 4 days later he was dead. Healthy, happy, fit 12-year-old 1 week, dead the next. Turns out the lake had Naegleria fowleri, the brain-eating amoeba. Nothing scares me as irrationally as already being dead and waiting for your body to catch on. There was a woman who worked in a science lab who spilled 2 drops of organic mercury on the back of her gloved hand. Those 2 drops destroyed her entire nervous system and brain. The lake knew us disaster. The lake periodically belches a cloud of invisible carbon dioxide gas that suffocates everything within a 16-mile radius. In 1986 over 1,700 people and all their livestock died without even understanding what was happening to them. 3 sailors survived the sinking of the USS West Virginia at Pearl Harbor only to die 16 days later due to the lack of air. The Navy knew they were there but couldn't get to them. My brother's ex-girlfriend had 2 older sisters. They died before she was born. One day they decided to play hide and seek or something, so anyway they both climbed inside a chest and accidentally locked themselves in. They suffocated. What is the scariest/creepiest theory you know about? We've all pretty much heard of Uncanny Valley, the creeped out anxious feeling when you look at something that's humanoid but there's something clearly wrong with it. Like the wax figures at Madame Tussauds or that AI robot Sophia. But my favorite theory to come out of it is that we get that strange feeling because somewhere along human evolution we've learned to be wary of things that look human, but aren't. Humans are scared of things that mimic them too perfectly. The theory is that we developed this because there was a super predator of some sort that would mimic us and kill us. But we never knew what happened to it.